I have yet to read the article, so we are reading it live together. All right, so Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. First look. We are here. Let me know if anything goes wrong with the stream or anything. We are here. So I'm gonna be honest really quick. I was recording some other videos, some other talking head stuff, and my Discord was going off, and I'm like, what the heck is going on over there? And I look over and I'm like, oh, I forgot they announced these things on Thursday. So so Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Nick Fury on the cover. Let's go. That looks like Maria Hill, right? Maybe? Yes. So, heroes come in all shapes and sizes. Some can fly, some can shoot energy from their hands, and some are just really, really strong, like Valkyrie. But there are some heroes who don't wear capes, heroes who stay out of the spotlight, working tirelessly behind the scenes to keep the world safe from covert threats. These are the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. All right. Fantasy Flight Games is proud to announce Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., the 8th camp. God, it's crazy that we've had 8 campaigns already. It's the 8th campaign expansion for Marvel Champions, the card game. The campaign expansion takes us away from the flashy final battles of Avengers level threats and instead focuses on the efforts of S.H.I.E.L.D. as they combat forces trying to manipulate the world from the shadows, including a traitor within their own agency. Oh, I just looked down at the image. Is Black Widow the traitor? Okay, let's go. So Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. comes with 5 brand new scenarios, and just like with all other campaign expansions, you can play each of these scenarios individually or sequence of a larger campaign. The box also kicks off a new wave of playable heroes in this game, beginning with Maria Hill and Nick Fury. Let's go. Can't wait. Actually, the really excited for this box wave, that's the other Black Widow. Who's the other Black Widow? Let's just say you know not much about Marvel. Who's the other Black Widow? All right, so both of them come with pre-built decks, ready to play decks from the get-go. Let's go. I'm excited for Nick Fury. Again, we talked about this with the Nick Fury. I'm looking over here, like the camera's over here. It's over here. We talked about this with the Nick Fury video that we will have a follow-up on, but it's kind of exciting that they're doing that because it's going to kind of restrict deck building a little bit for people, which I'm pretty excited. So, Yelena. Oh, it's Yelena. Okay, that Yelena I know at least. I don't know. Today we're providing a first look at the scenario content for this expansion. We'll go over the heroes in the near future. So without further ado, let's take a look at the story of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Okay. Okay, so a bunch of cards. We'll get to that in a second. So, a plot unfolds. Widows are fluid. The story of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. began with a mystery. A string of inhuman kidnappings. Oh, wait. Are they alluding already that Inhumans will be coming up soon? A string of inhuman kidnappings. Haven't people wanted Inhuman stuff? Is that like a thing? The dastardly super scientists of AIM are behind the kidnappings, but Maria Hill suspects a rat in the S.H.I.E.L.D. executive board may be involved as well. With all that in mind, you and your fellow heroes head to the subway tunnel to confront the first obstacle in solving this crisis. There we go. Yelena Belova, also known as Black Widow. Oh God, why is it all the way over there? Move it over here. That's fine. We can read it. Quake is an Inhuman and a S.H.I.E.L.D. agent. Just saying. Okay. Good to know. Are we actually getting any humans? That's crazy. Can't wait. So, 2/1, 13 hit points, 23 cards, Spy. When a character you control attacks Black Widow, remove 1 threat from the main scheme, ignoring any crisis icons in play. Discard the top card of the encounter deck and resolve each prep card ability on that card. All right, so they're doing the prep card thing. That's really cool. That's actually really neat. So, you want to hit big. And what is it? Attacks. So it's not damages. So if you do retaliate and stuff like that, okay, you're good. Cost error means it doesn't do anything if the main scheme is clear. Correct. If there's nothing on the main scheme and you thwart off of that first, you should not have to do the rest of that. It's a very good point, Zeldon. All right, that's big. All right, cool. A skilled spy and lethal assassin, Belova wields a similar array of gadgets and techniques to the heroic Black Widow. Whenever someone attacks Belova, a threat is removed from the main scheme, which seems like a good thing, except it can trigger one of Black Widow's traps. It's a trap. Each attachment, minion, and treachery in her signature encounter set has a preparation effect. Oh, so they're all prep cards. Okay. That can trigger Black Widow's abilities. This means attacking her while there's threat on the main scheme comes with some serious risk. Really quick, since it is Yelena, it's kind of fun that we can now do Black Widow versus Black Widow, right? Like that is like an option that you have. So new missions around the objective means that you don't win if you kill the villain fields. We haven't gotten there yet, BB. Also welcome. All right, so at best on aim grunt. All right, so for example, okay, so this is the prep thing. No boost icons, 115 stat line with guard. Put this minion into play, engage with you, then resolve this attack against aim grunt instead. Oh, that's interesting. So I don't get to attack Black Widow. Okay. Might just dive in the way and take the hit instead. While at worst, you could find yourself entangled in a stun net. Attachment, attach your identity. Attached character cannot attack. Exhaust a character you control, discard this card. Any player may trigger this ability. Okay. Prep card after this attack, attach this card to the attacking character. Okay. Or even counterattack by, there it is, acrobatics. Treachery card, when revealed, if you're in alter ego form, change to hero form. Black Widow attacks you, give her an additional boost card for this attack. Oh, that's terrible. Prevent all damage from this attack. In expert mode, deal that much damage to the attacking character. Oh, that's a rough card. Fortunately, Black Widow's ability only triggers when threat is there for the remove, which means if you keep the main scheme clear, you should be able to focus your attacks to bring her down and bring the super spy down. All right, cool. I'm getting way more hype for this than for this. Inside question, what browser are you running? This is Safari because it's on a Mac. Which Black Widow will be more prepared? Exactly. Rocket kills himself. Own technique, dive bomb. All right, cool. So next one, Batrock makes me scared to Hulk smash an expert, right? If you Hulk smashed into this, right? 18, just done. Dead Hulk. Dead Hulk is a sad Hulk. Okay. Batch Rock. Okay, Batch Rock. All right, so it's an A, looks like AB kind of thing going on because it's got an A up there. 1/2 stat line, 8 life. After Batrock attacks, place one threat on alert level. When Batrock would be defeated, reset his hit points to 8 instead, then remove 6 threat from the main. Okay, we've seen kind of that thing before. After taking down Black Widow, your investigation next leads you to the AIM Island Embassy, where you'll have to sneak in and get the intel you need without raising the alarm too high. Standing in your way is the mercenary Batrock. But unlike most scenarios, simply defeating him won't be enough to achieve your goals. After all, you're here to rescue people, and the scenario mechanics reflect that. All right. Batrock's hit points don't scale to the player count, but defeating him will simply reset him back to his maximum. Though you do get some free threat removal as a reward. Thank you. Since Batrock keeps getting up each time you knock him down, your goal to instead is clear enough threat off the main scheme. All right, which is 12 per person. That's a high, but starts with 6, which is crazy. Force it up. When the last threat is removed from this scheme, advance to 2A. All right. So we've seen that before. This is kind of the collector 1 scenario. Do enough time to rescue the captives. All right. Oh, rescue captives. Okay. 115 stat line. Does not count against your ally limit. Card abilities cannot remove this ally from play. Exhaust rescue captive. Remove 1 threat per player from the main scheme. Oh, okay. Instead of just taking the consequential damage for thwarting. Okay. I was like, why would it do that? That's fine. Okay. As you search the embassy for captives to free, you'll have to contend with the facility's alert level. Environment. It's low. If there's at least 4 threat here, remove all threat from here and flip this card. After a character is defeated, except by consequential damage, place 1 threat here. After a character is defeated. Okay, so they're stopping ally blocking again, right? We've talked about this in the past, that they're really trying to restrict us on how much we use our allies to chump block things. This is just another one of those things, right? And after a character, yes, and that does include, yes, enemies as well, because they are a character. So it stops chump blocking, it stops you know, trying to get out cheap cheap minions to attack and, you know, exploit with aggression, whatever. Because obviously aggression is super goated, so they don't want you to exploit that too much. Except the character, spend one resource of any type, remove one threat here. All right, so what is nice about this though is, you know, I don't know if anyone else has this problem, but you know, when you draw, I don't know, let's just say 3 doubles in your hand, and then you get 2 more cards and they're both doubles, all right, or you just something crazy like that. It's nice that I can just dump all that now to basically clear off a fair amount of this. Maybe not all of it, but at least a fair amount. Maybe that's a good thing. I don't know. All right, so this starts off low, but every time a character is defeated, including enemies, a bit of threat gets added on, increasing the pressure and shortening your timeline. Not to mention, all those people you're rescuing are bound to get the attention of embassy security. Naturally, certain cards like Embassy Guard is a 1/2/3 guard and vulnerable. Was that sarcasm? No, aggression is my favorite aspect. I just want to make it a point that people understand that it is the strongest aspect. All right, so vulnerable, new keyword. Discard this character if it is stunned or confused. Fun. I'm excited. I'm excited that they're putting in new keywords for us. That's cool. I like that keyword. I think that's cool. Makes you decide if you want to attack or you just have some stuns or confuses to go around. I don't know about you, but with certain heroes, especially stun lock heroes, right? You might have an extra stun or confuse or whatever it may be. Now you can use it for this. So, all right. So if the alert is high, this card also gains surge. When defeated, place 1 threat on alert level. Okay, cool. Embassy guards gain abilities like alert high, which means they're incentivized to move through the embassy as quietly as possible. Thankfully, some of the minions in the scenario have the new vulnerable keyword, which means they are discarded when they would be stunned or confused. Discard is not the same as defeated, which means no threat gets added onto the alert level. Okay, cool. You'll get. It's nice that they're just like getting ahead of that rules question we're gonna have right away. You'll have to use your skills and your wits to cover your tracks to make it through the tricky situation. I honestly couldn't tell, so I was confused because they just made Jubilee. Jubilee actually got okay now. Jubilee is now okay. All right, cool. So MODOK is next. Another, interesting, another A-B kind of thing going on here, I assume. After the AIM embassy, your net... Oh, wait, I'm sorry, we didn't read this. 2-1, he's aerial, watch out. Retaliate, so we got another Zola thing going on here. Force interrupt when MODOK... I'm also happy they put in the period, so he's legit now. But anyway, would be defeated if a holding cell is in play. Remove 2 lock counters. Let's go, more tokens from it and reset MODOK's hit point to 10 instead. Otherwise, the players win the game. Wait. When MODOK would be defeated if a holding cell is in play. Okay, there's going to be holding cells with lock counters. You need to get rid of them. When you do, then you can punch him in the face and kill him. All right, cool. Love it. Stealthily knocking out peons to sneak through. Yeah. I think it's a cool mechanic so far. After the AIM embassy, your next destination is AIM Island itself. Stronghold of the AIM organization. You finally managed to find the missing Sarah Garza, along with several other... Is Sarah Garza a hero I should know about? Like, is that... because, again, I don't know as much as other people. Is that, like, somebody that I should know? Along with several other Inhumans captives that have been locked away. Unfortunately, you also run into MODOK, who is none too pleased about you disrupting his plans to use the Inhumans as genetic templates for his synthetic adaptoids. Okay, similar to the previous scenario, your primary goal here is to rescue, though how you go about it is very different. You'll need to free Sarah Garza. Now she shoots lightning bolts. That's fun. 2/5 stat line, Inhuman. Rescued, shield. Does not count against your ally limit. Sarah Garza's attacks gain overkill and range. Jeez. After the card leaves play, flip it and place it on the bottom of the... Wait, after this card leaves play, flip it and place it on the bottom of the holding cell deck. Oh, ooh, it's a deck. Interesting. Okay. And then the other captive Inhumans. Flying Inhuman. 2/15 stat line does not count against your ally limit. After this ally thwarts, remove 1 threat from another scheme. After this card leaves play, flip it and place it in the bottom. Okay, that's fine. From their holding cells. Okay, this is what we need to see. Holding cell environment enters play with 2 per player lock counters on it. Okay, cool. When the last lock counter is removed from here, flip this card and put Sarah Garza into play under any player's control. Spend a wild resource or 3 resources of any type. Yo, time for Domino to shine. And remove 1 lock counter from here. It's interesting they're doing wild or 3 resources of any type. That seems crazy to me. Again, Domino is just going to crush this, but okay. All right, that's fine. For holding cells. So I'm going to guess there's a few of these. All right, so wait. She's 5 out of 27 and he's 3 out of 27. So are we guessing there's 5 of them? Does it say? Because you have to contend with the adaptoids. Okay, I'm going to guess there's roughly 5 of them. If she's the one that you'll need to free. So that's interesting. All right, adaptoid 115. Check adaptoid environments for modifiers to these values. Ooh, okay. When defeated, remove all one-purpose counter from remove 1 all-purpose counter from an environment. An environment. Boost after its activation, shuffle the adaptoid into the encounter deck. Ugh. Hate that. Themselves as you do if you let them get too many upgrades, such as flying upgrade. Okay. Flying upgrade. Attack or each adaptoid gets +1 scheme and gains insight 1 and gains aerial. Yo, or can they just... this is also card 7? Which one is this? Card 11. They fly now? They fly now. Interesting. So is there several environmental upgrades and they just stack and that's it? Oh, yeah. So they'll just get too many. Oh, that's weird. Like, you will not be able to, like, come back from that. Like, if it just gets a ton of environments and it just goes downhill. Ugh. No bueno. All right, not to mention all the upgrades that MODOK can give himself, but we'll have to show those off at some other time. Of course, gotta say something for later. All right, a thundering conspiracy. Citizen V, Moonstone, Songbird, Radioactive Man. It's Radioactive Man. The goggles do nothing. And Mach 4. Okay. After freeing the captive Inhumans, you return to DC for some well-deserved rest. Unfortunately, the mole in the executive board has made their move, marking you as a rogue agent. Now you must face off against a group of superpower foes sent to arrest you. The Thunderbolts, led by Citizen V. Alright, so 2/2 stat line with 12 hit points. Citizen V cannot be defeated unless there's at least 1 Thunderbolt minions in victory display. Alright, so kill a minion, put it in victory display, punch him in the face. Cool, we're good here. When Citizen V would activate against you during step 2 of the villain phase, if you are engaged with a Thunderbolt minion, if Citizen V does not activate and heals 4. Okay, so that's fine in the beginning, right? If he's at full life, who cares, right? You can just chill there for a while. When are they playing around Captain America New World Order? Oh, that's interesting. I wonder if they're that in touch with the MCU. I think what's his face? Caleb is really into it, I think. Okay, so if the Thunderbolt minion's in the beginning, if you're engaged with a minion, he does not activate and heals 4 instead. I mean, I assume if he's at full life, he will keep trying to heal then, right? I'm not 100% sure on that, but that's interesting. Okay. While not technically a multi-villain scenario, the Thunderbolts absolutely take you on as a team. During setup, you choose a number of Thunderbolt-themed modular encounter sets equal to the player... Oh yeah, it's Thunderbolts, Power of Atom, Supersonic. Interesting. Yo, this one's got 4 boost icons. Get out of here. Okay, so during setup, you choose a number of Thunderbolt modular encounter sets equal to your player count +1. So, all right, Solo gets 2. And each of those encounter sets come with an elite Thunderbolt minion that you have to contend with before you take on Citizen V himself. Oh. Okay. Not only does the main scheme apprehend rogue agents, it's 11 on the main one. 1. Each Thunderbolt minion gains guard. That's fine. After a player attacks a Thunderbolt minion, that minion engages that player. Okay, that's fine. Give each Thunderbolt minion guard, but Citizen V himself cannot be defeated until you get enough of his cronies into the victory display. Okay. Hey, Webhead, how's it going? It being very lukewarm in this box? So far, I'm all right with this. I think this is fine, but we're only halfway through the article, I think. The rest of the Thunderbolts may technically be minions, but they hit hard, and they're sturdy enough to practically be full-fledged villains in their own right. Each of them has a villainous keyword as well as hit point value to double digits and the Thunderbolt backup environment. Oh boy. Okay, the minion attached here is in play and can be triggered, or it can be targeted by effects and abilities. When the round ends, attach each Thunderbolt minion with the most damage here, swapping it with the minion already here, if any. Heal 1 damage from each attached minion in expert mode and heal 1 damage, additional damage from that minion and give it a tough stats. Oh god. Okay, they're really doing this whole thing of let's make standard easier and expert super hard. Okay. Okay. The Thunderbolt scenario is a great turning point in the narrative Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. campaign, but it's also one of the most replayable scenarios in the game. The box comes with 6 different modular sets featuring the Thunderbolts. So we're missing 4. Or I'm sorry, we have 4, we're missing 2 Thunderbolts. Okay. Use scenario as well as other scenarios, they are still modular encounter sets after all, but future Marvel Champions products may come with more sets that could be slotted in. Spoiler. They'll do this, but they won't do the pool aspect. Any modular encounter set that features an elite Thunderbolt minion can qualify for this scenario. Okay, allowing all sorts of customization. So are they going to do like 2 cycles of this? Or are they just going to say like all the hero packs are going to come with elite Thunderbolt minions, maybe? By now you must be wondering who the 5th villain is. Unfortunately, information's been redacted. You'll just have to wait to see who it is. Okay. So the Mac perspective, S.H.I.E.L.D. was never one of my favorite properties. I hope this is followed by Daredevil's Defenders Marvel Knights. Hero packs will come with them? Yeah. Red Hulk? All the hero packs aren't S.H.I.E.L.D. Do we know that? Well, I guess we have to look at it in a second if they say anything. But even if the hero packs aren't S.H.I.E.L.D. moving forward, they can still come with whatever minion modular set. All right, exposing them all. Oh god. Okay. While we can't share who the final villain is, we can share an important element of the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. campaign leading up to the final scenario, the traitor. Oh. Okay. Okay. So, evidence card front. Each... Zoom. Won't zoom. Zoom more. I won't do it. All right, whatever. It says means, motive, and opportunity. Okay. As we mentioned before, there's a mole in the S.H.I.E.L.D. executive board, and it's your job to expose them. To do that, you'll have to utilize evidence cards. Sorry, my thing's freaking out on the side. You have to utilize evidence cards, and you'll collect them over the course of the campaign, which represent the means, motives, and opportunity of the mole to sabotage your effects. At the beginning of the campaign, 1 card from each category is secretly tucked into a special AIM envelope. And the combination of symbols from those cards have revealed the true identity of your traitor. You'll have to use your powers of deduction to expose the mole if the time is right, but you must tread carefully. If you alienate the board members who have a chance to present your case, it'll only make your life harder. Okay, so it's a CMO, a CSO, and a CTO. Okay, that's fine. For each member, the executive board is represented by their own double-sided card, which are always present during the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. campaign. Certain scenarios or campaign effects can add secret counters to the board members by representing the subtle manipulation of both AIM and the traitor they try to turn the board against you. If too many secret counters accumulate on a board member, then they flip their card over to their attachment side, on which they become a permanent buff for the villain. Okay. For example, they gain 4 secret encounters, 3 in expert. So the CTO is a setup. If there's 4, they flip. Spend double fist resource to remove 1 secret counter from here, then deal 2 damage to an enemy. Okay. They become an attachment. +1 attached to the villain, permanent. After a secret counter is placed here, deal 2 damage to a friendly character. Okay. Okay, increase your attack, and if all 3 of these board members turn against you, you instantly lose the game, so you have to convince them that they're not bad guys here. Okay. Hey Johnny, how's it going? So really quick, because they're gonna jump into the heroes, I assume. That looks like it right next. So all right, keeping the last villain under wraps, I think is cool. I think it's a good choice overall, because you know, we all need something, right, to kind of hold on to here, to really get future hyped about and whatnot. So I'm okay with them not announcing that last one. I think, what was it you all talking about with like it being Captain America or whatever? I mean, something like that would make a lot of sense. It'd be kind of big and kind of huge. So it makes sense they would want to save that for a future announcement to kind of like get people hyped. The scenarios seem fine, right? This one seems interesting with the mod sets and defeating the elite minion. That's fine. They are definitely making them less straightforward. The mod sets, or not the mod sets, the encounter sets, which is fine. I think we have a lot of straightforward things nowadays. I'm okay with them switching things up a decent amount and kind of expanding upon it. Guess that's why they stopped printing Cap. Exactly. Because they knew he was going to be the enemy. So, seems like a lot of admin with the missions, which is okay, but it seems like, yeah, again, I've never done the last X-Men campaign because it just seemed like so much, and this seems like a lot. Like, I'm not super excited to do the campaign. Like, I'm here to just punch bad guys in the face and maybe play some interesting scenarios, and this just seems like a lot of extra things I have to do. So I'm not gonna knock it until I see all of it, but it's a bit much for me personally. I know other people love this stuff, so that's awesome. The Black Widow scenario seems cool. I'm fine with that. Batroc, with the alert level thing, seems fine. MODOK seems fine, right? It all seems fine. The Thunderbolt one seems interesting. I like what they're kind of doing with the mod sets to get kind of shuffled in, and you get to choose them a lot more. I think this will help push people to experiment more with mod sets, and I wonder if that's the purpose of this, right? We talked about this a lot in the channel. I've just like, mess around with your game, make it more interesting and unique by changing the mod sets that you use, and I wonder if this is their way of kind of like forcing you to do that. You know what I mean? The admin puts me off on playing it back to back. Yeah. So yeah, I think this looks good. I think it looks good for what S.H.I.E.L.D. is as far as villains go. So let's look at some heroes if they're going to show us much. Though we're near the end of the article, so probably not going to show much. As we mentioned earlier, today's preview is focusing on the scenario content. Okay, in the coming weeks, we'll provide the two heroes, Maria Hill and Nick Fury, which is crazy to me that they're doing Nick and Maria Hill in the box. Those are two big hitters in the box. And it makes me wonder, the hero packs have to sell, right? They need to make money on the hero packs. We're not probably going to get like an Agent Coulson. Probably. I would assume not. Right. Get to the heroes. I was wrong before. We are getting Daredevil this time. Who do we have like a list of Inhumans? What are some of the big name ones? They gotta get this box sold somehow. I mean, it might work. Does Gunn have Banff on it? I mean, look at it. Of course it does. Look at this thing. All right, Maria Hill comes with a pre-built leadership deck. Interesting. And her playstyle revolves around her unique position as the director of S.H.I.E.L.D. Meanwhile, Nick Fury is a master of mitigating threat. Okay, so he's Justice. That's fine. Okay, that's fine. And pull off impressive stunts. While neither of these heroes possess any flashy superpowers, that certainly doesn't make them any less potent as protectors of Earth. Nick Fury is for sure just gonna like draw 50 cards, right? Of course, as with every Marvel Champions expansion, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. being heralded. Okay, so we're doing 4. Oh, that's Winter Soldier for sure. All right, I'm less sure. Is this one or this one, right? Okay, hold on. We'll get into this. I'm getting too far ahead. Okay. Of course, as with every Marvel Champions expansion, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. heralds the beginning of a new wave of heroes. These 4 hero packs featuring a mixture of S.H.I.E.L.D. members and a couple of surprises. As always, we'll reveal each of them in time, but for now, here's a sneak peek of what's to come. Dive into the full campaign and all this stuff. February 2025 is not too bad. Actually, yeah, it's not bad at all. Okay. Oh, a cat on the shoulder. Yo, that does look like a cat. Okay, wait. All right, Luke Cage. Luke Cage looks like Black Cat. Last one's Black Cat. All right, hold on. We gotta look at the images too in the background. Yo, oh my god, if this is Black Cat, I'm gonna be so freaking hyped. All right, Shuri, don't know. Falcon, Cap, Winter Soldier with his cat. All four are Daredevil. Maybe a squirrel. I wish it was a squirrel. We could never be so lucky. I mean, okay, I'm going to say Winter Soldier is this one with his hair. I'm going to say this one is Falcon. I agree with Shuri and Black Cat. So on Reddit is Shuri, Bucky, Sam, and White Widow. Would White Widow have a cat? Far left, you got Shuri. Yeah, I think this is Shuri, right? Which, if they start doing Wakanda stuff, like, cool. That's fine. I don't think this looks big enough to be Luke Cage. Isn't Luke Cage, like, kind of jacked? Like he's been getting his pump on. Or anyone hoping 2 is Morbius? I don't know Morbius that well. Area set of the heroes if it's them. Number 2 is Morbius. Hold on, let me pull up on the other screen what Morbius is. Wait, Morbius. I mean, maybe? Would they really do that though? I mean, okay, so Morbius is Spider-Man. And if they do Black Cat with Morbius, that kind of makes sense. Right? Like, I kind of get that logic. Okay, so wait. Here's the thing. Really quick though. If they are not doing Winter Soldier and Falcon, I mean, that kind of has to imply a second wave, doesn't it? Like there is I can't picture a world where Winter Soldier or Falcon isn't in the S.H.I.E.L.D. set. That seems crazy to me. I can't picture it either. Yeah. If we get Morbius before Daredevil, I will riot. We said that about Spider-Verse and Champions. That's true. That's true. But there wasn't but with the Spider-Verse stuff, the ones you expected to get, you got. Right? Like you would expect to have Peter Parker, which you obviously already had, but you would expect to get Miles Morales, and we got that. Right? Shuri, Mockingbird, Coulson, Black Cat. Second character is for sure Gal. I hate to say it, but Falcon Winter Soldier would sell a second box. That's what I'm wondering, Armor Sword. Like, would you keep Falcon and Winter Soldier just to sell the next box? I have a hard time believing the 4th is Black Cat. I would expect claws, fingertips of that hand. It's that. What other heroes have cats? Hold on, let me bring some up to the other screen for a second. All right, so Morbius. If it was for money, I would absolutely say yes. All right, so really quick. So this is what we're dealing with Morbius in the comics, right? Which, I mean, maybe I see it a little bit, like with the hair or whatever, and like I get like the little like things right here, like with like it looks more like a coat kind of thing. You know what I mean? These are alter ego images. Yes, that is 100% true. I mean, Morbius would just be wild. All right, hold on, wait. Bucky Burns cat comic. Let's see if there's something with this with it. Oh, wait. Wait up, chat. There's a lot of comic pains with a cat. Okay, that's not a comic. That's a drawing. But anyway, he's got a cat. He's got a cat. I don't know. Apparently, he's got a thing for a white cat. The cat is the actual hero. Just Bucky next to him. I don't know. Maybe this is a thing. Look, I mean, this looks like a comic pane of him holding a white cat. Okay. I take back everything I just said. I'm on Team Shuri, Falcon, Winter Soldier. Red herring cat, yeah. Is he doing push-ups with one arm? Like, this is his legs splayed out, right? So he's got his legs splayed in some kind of weird action pose or whatever. I don't know. He's like, whatever. This is the one I have no idea who that would be. But if this is Falcon, because that looks like Falcon to me, to be completely honest, or Sam's Captain America, right? It could be that too, but whatever. Natasha had a cat too, I guess. Things you like. But if that means that these two are in here, then we're back to this being like a one cycle thing. And that makes more sense for me for Nick Fury being in the core box with Maria Hill. I didn't think they would do Nick and Maria Hill. I thought they would do one and the other and sell the other one as a hero pack. So I don't know who the surprise would be unless it's the second one. Is this supposed to be your surprise hero? Or are they just giving me some, all right. 4 here featuring a mix of S.H.I.E.L.D. members and a couple of surprises. Okay, so surprise is Shuri, right? Is Shuri really a surprise? So who would be the surprise? I assume Shuri. Is she S.H.I.E.L.D.? I assume that these are surprises, these two. Couple is 2 non-S.H.I.E.L.D. That's why, could the first one be Echo? Echo Comics. Oh my god, I always forget which side the screen's on. Falcon is Avengers? Yeah, but what if it's Sam Captain America? They're actually just 4 D-list S.H.I.E.L.D. agents. I guess it could be Echo. No, I still think it's Shuri. I'm gonna be on Team Shuri. These fans in tatters again. So I'm Team Shuri. Team Sam Wilson. Is that his name? Sam Wilson, Captain America comic. Like to me, this is just him. This is that. I think this is what it's gonna be. Okay. Will they have 2 obligations so folks can blow up the Champs Facebook page again? I know, right? So yeah, I am now that we've seen enough comics of Winter Soldier with a cat. I think this is a Winter Soldier. It was a red herring. Sam Wilson, someone, Shuri. But I think overall, like as far as like overall thoughts of this cycle, I mean, again, I'm not huge into S.H.I.E.L.D. or anything, but I think the designs seem fun. I think it seems fair. We don't know what the heroes are. Heroes are always interesting. I know a lot of people get really hyped for new heroes. I'm excited to see what they do with them, especially Nick Fury's ability to just draw 20 cards at once or something. But I'm always looking for more enemies, and I'm excited for Thunderbolts one. I think that looks cool. I think the other ones look fine too, but I think the idea of Thunderbolts seemed pretty cool. Put it up to a vote in your Discord? Oh, for sure. So if you haven't joined Discord, make sure you do down below, the links and whatnot. And we'll talk about this in the Discord in a minute. But yeah, I mean, I know a lot of people aren't as hyped for this cycle. Also, it comes out in February, which is nice that it's not going to be super late. Because, you know, what's his face? Magneto is coming out in November, right? So it's only a couple months and then this comes out. So, but yeah, we will talk about more in Discord for sure. And we'll talk about Sunday when I have more time to like think and reflect on it. to see if there's any surprises I can't really think about and whatnot. But yeah, I think this cycle will be fine. I do, like I said, I think it's gonna be a one-off cycle.